In the previous videos, we have learned how to use the properties of proportion like componendo, dividendo, alternando, invertendo. We are going to continue that and make use of those properties here also. So let's have a look at this question. We have x equal to 6ab upon a plus b. And we have to prove that x plus 3a upon x minus 3a plus x plus 3b upon x minus 3b is 2. Now, how will we calculate x plus 3a and x minus 3a from this which is given to me? Now, we need to rearrange this thing. How we can do it? We want 3 out of this. So, can I write this as x equal to 2a into 3b? Okay, let me write this as 2b into 3a because I want 3a here divided by a plus b, right? So what will I do? I will shift this 3a under this x. There's no change in the equation as such. If I cross multiply, I'll still get 6ab upon a plus b. I have only rearranged the terms here, right? If you cross multiply, you will get x is equal to 3a into 2b is 6ab upon a plus b. I have not made any change in the equation. I have only rearranged the terms. Why I did that? Because I want something like this, x plus 3a. So when I have this part now, can I apply componendo and dividendo here? Yes. So x plus 3a, numerator plus denominator upon numerator minus denominator is equal to, remember, sometimes you forget to apply the componendo and dividendo to other side of the equation. Okay, make sure that you apply the componendo and dividendo on both sides simultaneously. So numerator plus denominator, that is plus a plus b, upon numerator, that is 2b, minus denominator, so minus a and minus b, because when I am saying minus denominator, this minus is outside the bracket here. So I got x plus 3a upon x minus 3a. That's what he wanted me to calculate, right? How much is that? 2b plus b is 3b plus a upon 2b minus b is b minus a. So I got the value of this part. Now I want the value of this part. Now I need 3b. So I'll write this equation again. Let me go. Okay, I need to write here by componendo and dividendo. Very important, because you should be writing this. It's a board requirement. Now this is my equation 1. I want 3b now. Let me write this equation again. I have x equal to, this time I will divide this component into 3b into 2a because I want 3b upon a plus b, right? Now I will shift this 3b under this x. So I will get x upon 3b equal to 2a upon a plus b. As such, there is no change in the equation. If I cross multiply, if I multiply this here, I am getting this only. I have only rearranged the terms. Now, I will again use the componendo and dividendo here. What will I get? X numerator plus denominator upon numerator minus denominator. Right hand side also. Numerator plus denominator upon numerator minus denominator, minus a minus b. So this is by componendo and dividendo, right? Okay, so what am I getting from here? X plus 3b upon x minus 3b is equal to 2a plus a is 3a plus b, and in the denominator 2a minus a is a minus b. Now this is my second equation. Now have a look at this equation and this equation. He wants me to add these two terms. Does that mean I have to add these two equations? Right? So when I add these two equations, what will I get? I am adding the left hand side, x plus 3a upon x minus 3a plus x plus 3b upon x minus 3b. Now this is equal to, what is the left hand side part of this? This is, let me write it here, 3b plus a upon b minus a, and here I have 3a plus b upon a minus b, right? So he wants me to calculate that if you add these two, it should be 2. So if I add these two, I should get the answer 2. How will I add these two now? I need to take the LCM. Now this is b minus a and this is a minus b. Can I make this as a b minus a? Yes, by taking minus common here. So I will get 3b plus a minus, this goes inside the bracket, plus b upon, okay, let me write here b minus a, and then here also b minus a. Now I can take b minus a as LCM. Here I will get 3b plus a, and here I will get minus 3a minus b. So finally I'll get 3b minus a, b is 2b minus 2a upon b minus a. So if I take 2 common, I'll get b minus a, and in the denominator what do I have? I have b minus a. This and this will go. I'm left with 2. So I have proved this. Right? Okay. So one more question. Here again, I have to make use of the properties and then prove that x equal to 11. Now you see, normally you have here x cube. You don't know how to solve a cubic equation. So you can apply componendo and dividendo and solve, get the value of x. Right? That's the power of the componendo and dividendo. So what I will do is I will apply componendo and dividendo. Apply componendo and dividendo. What will I get? Numerator, I have 2 terms in the numerator, plus denominator plus 3x square plus 1 divided by numerator, which is x cube plus 3x minus denominator 3x square minus 1 is equal to numerator here also plus denominator upon numerator minus denominator. Fine. Now if we look at this closely, isn't it x plus 1 whole cube, and this is x minus 1 whole cube. These are the identities, and if we add these two, 1 plus 1 is 2, 9 plus 4 is 13. This becomes 432 divided by, this is 0, 14 minus 9 is 5. And here you have 2, right? It will go by 2, okay? 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2, and 2 6 are 12. This will also go by 2 2 1s are, 2 2s are, 2 5s are. So you have x plus 1 upon x minus 1 whole cube equal to, can I write this as 6 by 5 whole cube? So my cube and cube will go. I am left with x plus 1 upon x minus 1 equal to 6 upon 5. Now here you can again make use of the componendo and dividendo, or you can directly cross multiply and get the value of x. Let's check. Let's multiply. This will become 5x plus 5 is equal to 6x minus 6. Right? So we can shift this here and this here. So I'll get 5 plus 6 is equal to 6x minus 5x. So this is 11 equal to x. So you have seen that you have solved the cubic equation with the help of componendo and dividendo.